Hey, what's up, everybody? No, normally don't do these in the afternoon, evening time, but there's something that's been on my mind for the last couple of days now, and it's something I really need to get off my chest, and that is the problem with a major problem with today's society is the lack of it's the lack of fathers. To be honest, it's the lack of real men stepping up and showing younger generations what to do. Now, that's not taken away from moms, because without a mom, I don't know where I would be. But at the same time, there's something that's missing in today's society. At some point, society told us that men aren't as important as moms are. That dads aren't as important. That we're just supposed to work and come home and bring in money, and that's it. And that's not the case. And over the years, we've stopped being men. Men are no longer men. They're boys. They're trying to they're hopping from girl to girl. They're not doing what they're supposed to. Man, it's time we stand up. We've got to. Things are not going to get better. Society is not going to change until we as men say that it's enough, and we stand up and we do something about it. Whether you've got kids of your own or not, it doesn't stop you from being an inspiration and being a guide and being a voice of positivity in somebody's life. If men will stand up and do what men are supposed to do, then there wouldn't be an overcrowding problem in jail. There wouldn't be a gang problem. There wouldn't be a drug problem. There wouldn't be a suicide problem. Teenagers are killing themselves every day because they just don't feel like they belong, because no one has been there. And I hate to say it, but men, it's our fault, because we're not stepping up and we're not doing what we're supposed to do. We're not being the leaders that we were created to be, because God created us to lead. God created us to be strong examples, and we're not doing it. We have failed society, and we can change society, but we have to get tired enough to do something about it. We've got to stop waiting for somebody else, and we've got to do it ourselves. And the great thing about being a father is that there's no age limit. If your kids are older and they've moved on, you've got an empty house, great. Find somebody young, somebody without a dad, somebody whose dad isn't doing what they're supposed to do, and mentor them. Just be nice to, just acknowledge their existence, and you will change their lives. I grew up for a lot of years without a dad, and I can tell you that if somebody would have come along and just taken any kind of interest, it would have absolutely changed my life. Don't think that you're not worthy enough to change somebody's life, to be an influence, because there's somebody out there that only you can reach. There's somebody out there who's hungry and lonely and hurt, and no matter what you think, no matter how you act, no matter what you do, there is somebody out there that to them, you are the greatest person on this planet. It's time for us to step up. It's time for us to mentor. It's time for us to stop waiting on somebody else to do it and to do it ourselves. We've got to rise up as mighty men and mighty warriors, and we have to take back our society and stop all of this negativity and all this hurt. Doesn't matter what color, it doesn't matter what gender, it doesn't matter. If you stand up and you show somebody, because we all they're getting to nowadays, all young people are getting is social media, and they're judging their private lives based on somebody's public life. Well, guess what? Nobody's life is perfect, and that's all they see on social media. And so then they get depressed, and they think, well, what's wrong with me? I'm not perfect. My life's not perfect. I don't have all this stuff. Well, guess what? Those people are miserable too. Men, we've got to stand up. We've got to take our kids back. We've got to take the younger generations back, or it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. We can do it, but we have to do it. Let's get mad, but let's get mad at the right people. Let's get mad at the right situations. Let's stand up, and let's take back our young people.